he who thinks he stands, let him take it lest he falls. Even if he thinks he's right, Lord, I
Be
surrender.
doing this one. Maybe like I should be a writer, and then you start probably writing. You'll get tired.
Exactly.
You'll get tired. You see that many on social media, especially Facebook.
Exactly.
Yeah,
On Facebook. Maybe right.
They'll get tired because that's what their purpose.
Because exactly.
So,
Oh my God.
so discover your purpose. So you feel
need to break the
so what is very table.
On my own watchfulness.
Hello guys, good afternoon. Welcome once again to another episode of the Heart Talk. You're welcome. We thank God for the good weather. It was as if today's episode would not hold due to the weather. It was raining and raining, but we're still able to show. Glory be to God. And so right beside me is my younger brother, Praise. Introduce yourself and sell yourself to the public.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Praise Akanihu. I'm her younger brother. Well, I am a student, mechanical engineering student, 400 level.
Woo!
It's been amazing coming this far. When it concerns career, like career-wise, like skill-wise rather, I am a web designer. Not certificated yet. Like I don't have a certificate yet. I'm still working on it though, but like in
Okay.
progress. And then I have so much talent, like singing, writing, a lot of things. Honestly.
Wow, that's wonderful. So, you didn't tell them that you normally sing for movies, like.
Yes, I produce songs. Like I produce songs for movies. So like I work from here. It's been amazing.
How
I've been doing this
how many movies have you?
a whole lot. I cannot count. Like I've been working for them for 3 years now.
That's wonderful. All right, so back to business. Today we have a very interesting topic. Today, and it's titled "Maximizing the Best Use of Your Time as a Teenager." You might probably not be a teenager watching. Probably you're a young adult or an adult, but not regardless. I mean, you can extend this video, share this video to your teenage friend, your teenage son, your teenage daughter.
Exactly.
This would be of help, and also your teenage neighbor. You never can tell. You're blessing lives, right? Okay, so first of all, let's start with this first question.
Okay.
Who is a teenager?
Okay, a very, very good question. So a teenager is anybody in adolescent stage between the age 13 to 19. So if you're probably 13 to 19, you've got a brother, a sister, or anybody like between that age range, then that person is to be considered a teenager.
A teenager. Wow, that's an interesting one. Okay, let's talk about effective time management techniques for teenagers, because that's what the topic is all about.
That's an amazing question. All right. First of all, I feel before we talk about this particular effective time management technique, I feel you have to understand why you need to manage time. I mean, time is the most costly thing like ever. If you lose time today, you can't get it back. Like today is 20th of July, 2024. You're not going to get back this date ever. So once we leave today,
Never.
we're not coming back to today. So I feel with this, we have a lot to do. And then since time is such that once it's lost, it cannot be regained, then I feel like the need for effective time management should be like there. So that's why we're talking about these techniques right now. Well, I think before I go to the actual technique, I don't want to teach you one technique, but before that, I want to talk about prioritization. If you want to effectively conserve time, then obviously you have to prioritize things, and then you have to evaluate your task based on 4 things. Number 1 is based on urgency. You have to think, is this particular task, is it very, very urgent? If it is urgent, then go on to the next step.
Yeah.
And the next step is based on importance. So look at it, which of these tasks that are urgent are actually important.
Scale of preference.
Exactly. So once you've done that, okay, I have this particular task, this task is important to my goal, I need this important to my goal, then obviously you now go to the consequences, right? Like this particular task, if I do them, what consequences do they have? Like if I do not do them, rather, what consequences will they have on my goal, on achieving my goal? If this one has a lesser consequence than the other, then obviously the other should be put above that, placed above that. Then
Prioritize.
after that, you think about the benefits.
Yeah.
So what do I stand to gain by completing this particular task? So if you actually finish this, then you can now actually go to the next step, which is arranging those tasks based on all of this. Now, if you arrange those based on all of this, so the next step now is now cut down this particular task into smaller chunks so that you don't get to do so much. Like, because probably like you want, okay, let me say for example, I want a 5 points this semester, and then I have like, okay, the basic thing, the basic task there is what? Read.
Yeah.
Now, what do I need to read? Okay, I need to read this particular course, this particular course, this particular course. Now, would I read a whole course under 1 day or under 2 hours that I have? No. Then you don't divide it. I need to read this particular topic under this particular course for this particular time. So that's it. Like you have to divide this big task into smaller chunks. So in order for them to be achievable. Then after doing this, then you re-evaluate everything you've actually stated out. Re-evaluate it. Okay, maybe I missed out on something. Maybe there was a particular task I'm supposed to complete. I did not put it there. So you re-evaluate everything and find, okay, after re-evaluating, then you now carry out the task. Now in carrying the task, I think that's the most challenging part of this.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
we can think of we have so many things I want to do.
Yes.
And then but when it comes to like, okay, let's do this. Procrastination number one comes in. So I feel like in combating procrastination, there is this particular rule, they call it the 2-minute rule. So if I have so much to do, if there is anyone that can be done under 2 minutes, I do them first. Do you understand? Maybe like there are probably emails you need to reply, or probably like a message you need to or probably something you need to apply for, and then like under like 2 to 5 minutes you can complete it. Then do it first. Then after that, you now go over to the next technique. So this technique now is the technique I actually use most of the time. It's called the Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique.
Can you spell?
Okay, so it's Pomodoro.
Wow.
All right. So it was actually invented by this particular guy. I don't know if he's an Italian or a French guy. Sounds French, sounds Italian. Francesca Cirella. I think that's the name of the person. So the Pomodoro is actually a kitchen clock in like those days, 1890s or something. So they place it, and then all they have to do is they set a timer. Probably. So the Pomodoro, this is the technique. The technique is take 25 minutes. Like you have this task you want to complete. Take 25 minutes, work on it. Take a 5 minutes break. After the 5 minutes break, 25 minutes again, 5 minutes break. So you do this for like, because I feel humans have we have short attention span. So probably like we tend to overload our things. We want to read 2 hours a day. It's some people have that ability, but not everyone have that ability. So if you are the type that probably you find it hard after like 50 minutes or even 30 minutes, you're already tired. So it's actually you're a human.
I love this. Actually,
you're a human. It's not actually bad. Like you're human. That's actually it's normal. It's normal for you to be that way.
Yeah.
So actually, just take this technique into consideration. The Pomodoro technique, whereby you take 25 minutes of your time. You do what you have to do. If you're studying, you study. Then after that 25 minutes, you take a 5 minutes break. Just stretch yourself. Maybe you reply 1 or 2 messages, or just listen to a song. Continue again 25 minutes. So after doing this now, maybe you complete this sequence for 4 times, 5 times, depending on how long you want to go. So if I probably do for 4 times, I should probably be having I think 2 hours already. So after those 2 hours, and you still have to go. You still want you understand your goal, you understand what you want to achieve, and you still want to push. Then you take a longer break. It's like after this short breaks, take a longer break of, let me say, 30 minutes. After taking 30 minutes break, then I'll begin the sequence all over again. 25 minutes, 5 minutes.
Wow.
So if you actually do this, because
that's an effective time management technique.
Exactly.
I love this example.
Now, after doing this, I feel we still have a problem. The problem is we say yes to many things. Distractions. Like there are many distractions. That's one of the things. Probably like you might probably be studying and somebody comes to you, hey yo, let's go play this particular thing, or hey yo, let's go eat at a restaurant, and then you know what you want to achieve. Say there's this particular guy that I don't know how he put it, but he said that the most successful people do not always say yes to everything. So you should always take notes. Your priorities, say yes to them. Say yes to the relevancies, but no to irrelevancies. That's all I have for time management.
Wow, That's mind blowing. Thank you so much. Okay, the next question.
Okay.
I wanted to address teenagers and balancing schoolwork and extracurricular activities because I have a younger brother at home, and then there's always been a major challenge balancing schoolwork. And so, what do you have to say?
Okay. This is a very, very, very good question. You know, there are plenty of people out there who, apart from their studies, their academics, they have a lot of things they want to do. Just like me, I am a student as well as like I'm learning web designing. So like there should be a set time to learn that. There should also be a set time for my debating because I have debating skills. I'm in a debating club in school here. So there's also a set time for debating and other things. But then I feel like I even made some mistakes over the years. Like I thought I could just juggle everything together, like rugged everything. You know, like as a Nigerian, we always think we have the ability to just juggle around life and everything. But then no, got to a time I actually broke down. I was like, what do I do? Because I think that should be my 300 level first semester. I spent a lot of time doing so much that I left my academic suffered, and towards exam period, I now like started packing. Everything was now like clogged, clustered. So I could not, I couldn't, I couldn't like get myself for even after the exam. Even at that exam period, I broke down. Like I got very, very ill, and that affected my second semester and everything. But then I would like to tell you that there's actually a way we can actually go about this. So the first thing I would like to point out is that I think it's from Luke. I've forgotten. I think Luke 14:28, if I'm not mistaken, where it says, "If you want to build a temple, which man wants to build a temple, would not first of all sit down and then count the cost and everything."
Yes.
So please, yes, you have a lot to do, but then think which one is actually his priority. Like I'm a student. Let me say, for example, when I was in secondary school, then I was in jet club, I was in debating club. I used to go for competitions. I used to do so much. I was even learning. I think there was a particular programming skill that came out then, Scratch too. I was always in the computer lab doing that, and then I still had to read and everything. But then after some time, I looked at myself. I was like, okay, no, I have to just choose one of all these things. And what did I actually choose? I got out of jet club. I faced debating society, and then that's Scratch too. Programming language, and then actually it helps me because I now conserve time. So it's still the same thing. Time management. You have to what? You have to manage. You have to know how to manage your time if actually you're going to do all of this. Then another thing is still like avoid distractions. There are a lot of things that will probably want to distract you. Maybe like, okay, fine, I have this extracurricular activities I want to go for, and then you meet somebody else that says, hey, yo, you're good at this thing. Can you come for this? Like, so please no, that you have to discover your purpose. So your purpose, because if you've not discovered your purpose, you find out that you're just running around like just like a goat that is tied, that is like staked at probably a tree or something like that, and then the goat keeps like going around. It's still at that particular point, but it's thinking like I can walk around, but yet the chain is still there, or a dog, the chain is still there. So obviously you should discover your purpose, know what works for you. Probably like now, my purpose, I feel like I want to go into, probably later in life I'll go into music, not fully though, because I love technology. I love tech a lot, and then I still want to learn web designing. So I think these two things are the main things I probably like want to achieve in life. So that's why I'm getting this web design skills. I also learned I'm also learning video production to enhance, like probably like I do music for people, and they're like, okay, I want to shoot a music video. You understand? So all these things, you know what, you should understand your purpose, understand things that you want to do, then you'll be able to like choose rightly. Then after doing that, I feel the last thing I actually want to say is that you should involve God. Because if you feel I have strength, the time will come when you break down.
Yeah.
God is the one who actually gives strength. So in all, involve God. Pray always that God will strengthen you.
Wow, thank you so much. The next question: how can we use technology wisely as a teenager? And how does a teenager maximize the best use of technology?
Okay, an amazing question. You know, these days, many people we distracted by social media and other things. Like we're never using it wisely, as the question says. Because all we just do, probably we just go on social media, scroll, newsfeed, scroll, spend about an hour scrolling, reading comments, and then if you've not gained anything, you leave there. You come back again after 5 minutes. So like we spent, I think an average person spends at least, we have 24 hours to live. Out of the 24 hours, we sleep like 8 hours. That's 24 minus 8, we have like probably 16 hours left or something. An average person spends about 12 hours on social media per day, like looking at the phone and everything. But then I'm not saying this is bad.
It is bad.
No, social media is not bad.
No, I know it's not bad, but spending 12 hours on social media space,
Okay.
that's bad.
Wait,
You have to call that one bad.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about that now. There are some people that actually spend. Let me say, out of these 16 hours, they spend even 14 hours on social media. But they're doing actually important things.
I don't know. No. See,
A content creator.
I understand. Yeah, I'm also a content creator. There should be a time when you have your time alone, a time where you meditate, a time where you read your Bible. I'm not saying you don't use your social media. Right now, if you go on TikTok, a good percentage of people who are on TikToks are teenagers, and they are not maximizing the best use of technology. Okay, so I'm not trying to say you don't go through the internet, you don't do this, but let there be a time. The brother I hosted on my talk show last week talked about a guy who he knows who is his friend. He said before he challenged himself and said before he would make use of social media, he should have at least read his Bible, read a good number of pages of a book. Then he comes on, so that by the time he's scrolling through the social media space, his mindset will be able to, those things he has fed himself with, will be able to overcome whatever that surfaces as a soft to the internet. So true. I'm not trying to say, so using it, I use the internet very, very well, right? But I'm trying to say it should be moderated. Okay, it should be moderately done. Not like 12 hours on. So continue.
Yeah, that's actually very, very, very correct. Like no matter the job you're doing, like
exactly. There should be a time where you have, because if we normalize it and say, okay, when you get married, you don't even have time for your family members. I think I saw a picture on media space where they said they were comparing this generation and the other generation, where the other generation they had time to sit together to laugh, and for this generation the mother is pressing phone, daughter is pressing phone, father is pressing phone, and it's so bad. It shouldn't be like that. There should be a time where you discipline yourself. I was even telling myself this morning, I really need to discipline my pressing of phone because it's becoming too much and it's being too excess. Like there should be a time where you say, okay, discipline yourself. That's just it.
That's actually true. I think one way we can actually do this is limiting ourselves to let's say certain applications. For example, we have a lot of social media apps. We have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have WhatsApp, we have Django. Like there are plenty. Mm-hmm. So, if you feel you want to be on every of this, it's almost impossible unless you don't want a life. You don't want to be successful. So limit yourself to certain ones. Like, let me say, I want to only. Let me say, for example, you set this goal. I'm going to grow in 2 years. You should have grown to a particular amount of followers on this particular platform, meaning that should be your primary platform. WhatsApp is actually like, yes, everybody uses WhatsApp. So let's say apart from WhatsApp, for me, the platform I'm actually growing on is Facebook. So apart from WhatsApp, I'm just on Facebook mainly. Then after Facebook, I can go to LinkedIn because LinkedIn obviously it's like a workspace where you get jobs and everything. So I feel you should actually like cut down on apps that you actually use. Avoid games. Teenagers love games. We love teenagers. We love. When I was a teenager, I remember I didn't have a phone then. I would steal I would take my dad's phone, my dad or my mom's phone, go to the corner, download game, play. I have my brother, younger brother, and actually it affected me because instead of playing games, spending hours playing games like that, I probably could have invested that time in other profitable things, other profitable ventures. So I feel like teenagers should also cut down their take on like how they play games.
Exactly.
So that's another thing. Then I feel I think that's as much I have. Like I don't think.
All right. Next question. Developing life skills as a teenager, is there a need for it?
There is a need. If you've ever, people who are watching this video, if you've ever written a CV, you understand the importance because there's a particular part where they put what are your skills. So life skills, apart from technical skills, life skills, because life skills is actually different from technical skills. Technical skills involves like the extra ones we have, probably like I am an engineer, then I go over to learn FreeCAD, like drawings, computer aided design and other things. I go on to learn some like other things that will aid my career. Understand? That's what technical skills. Maybe like now, okay, I am a programmer. Then what would be your technical skill? Your web dev, like you're certified. What was that again?
Data scientist.
Okay, you can see. So this is going to help our career a lot. So that's what the technical skill. But when it comes to life skills they are things that we use every day, like for our everyday life to enhance our relationship, like to go about solve problems and everything. And the number one is communication. That's a life skill. And then under communication, there are other soft skills, things that you need to learn to actually like things that you need to improve on to be able to communicate effectively. Number one is speaking. Learn how to speak. If I hadn't probably read books, watched videos on speaking, I would be very, very shy talking here. But
I think I remember that book you actually read on is communication.
Exactly, how to talk to anyone, anytime, and anyway. That book is actually amazing. I recommend that book to you. Like I still remember the first line. It said, if you were on a plane, like would you rather jump down a plane, a moving plane, like without a parachute, than talk to somebody at a party or something like someone you've not met before? So if your answer is no, if your answer is yes rather, please go and read that book. How to Talk to Anyone, Anytime, Anyway by Larry King. Larry King. So that's the book. So I feel communication is actually key. So speaking skills, effective listening. There's a difference between listening and what? Effective listening. For example, someone can be talking to you, you're just hearing is one thing. Hearing is when it's just entering, you're not really listening. When you're listening, probably like you listen a bit, stop, then you come back again, you listen, stop. But when it's what effective listening mean that you, as once the person finish speaking, you can summarize everything the person has said. So if you're an effective listener, the way like everything I've actually said on this video, you should be able to remember everything. If not all, at least like the pinpoints in this video. Please remember it. Then writing, like you can use writing to make money. Like there are opportunities that are bound writing to make money. Anyway, so that's number one skill. The number two is what's problem solving skill. So the ability to analyze problem, to critically think, and then bring out a solution. That's an amazing life skill. Like every day we face challenges, every day we face problems. You might feel like, oh no, it's a lie, but it is truth. You might be walking down the road and then you'll be like, but I'm hungry. Should I probably go and get this, or probably go here? Decision making. Understand? So you have to make the decision making. No, let me take this instead of this. You understand? So that's probably problem solving skill. So decision making skill, you have to like work on that. Then I think that's the two I can get to my head for now.
Oh, you actually spoke well on that. Thank you so much. The last question, I would like you to speak very well on this. Making impact as a teenager, because most teenagers feel there are limitations to the things they can do. Okay, they just feel like, I'm a teenager. When I get to maybe 20 or maybe when I'm 25, I'll be able to do much. But we want to tell them that as a teenager, in their capacity, they can make impact. Can you talk to me?
Okay, there was this particular guy I remember. I do not remember his name because let me say we were not close acquaintances. I never even knew him, like close to him. I think it was in a program by my church. I heard that he was only 19. That was a teenager, only 19. But then he already had a company, like he had a tech company. So it was actually amazing. I was like, okay, wow, like look at this teenager doing this. And then me, I think I was 18 or so, and then I didn't even know my left from my right. So the thing is that as a teenager, there are many old people today that are actually regretting. I should have started this when I was young.
To cut you. There was something I posted on my status yesterday. I said most of our parents are beginning to force choosing career paths on their children, and reason because while they were young, they could not fulfill this, they couldn't do it, and now they feel like time has gone, I can't do this again, so therefore my child must do this. So that's it. So if you don't wake up as a teenager and do the right thing now, by the time you are grown, you begin to tell your BC Ade, this is what you will do. So that's why that trend, I said it, that trend must die. It shouldn't continue from you to stop at that place. So that is why you must wake up and do that which you are called to do. Continue.
All right. So I feel the basic, or like the backbone of making impact is actually purpose.
Purpose.
Because you cannot achieve, you can't do anything without like having purpose.
Yes.
If you don't know what you want to do, probably like now, there are sometimes that let me say this, it's a kind of, there are sometimes that I probably will, let me say I am rushing home, like I want to go and do something, I need to go and take this particular thing from, maybe like I forgot something, and I enter inside the house and I'm not looking, what did I come here for? that's how someone without purpose is like. You are lost. You're lost. You're here. There are many tools for you to use. But then you're looking at what can I even do with them? Like, should I do this? You are lost. So that's why many people they will first of all, like, let me say they feel I should be doing this, or maybe like I should be a writer. And then they start probably writing. They'll get tired. You see them many on social media, especially Facebook.
Exactly. On Facebook. Maybe
they'll get tired because that's what their purpose.
Because exactly.
So discover your purpose. So you feel
to break the table.
So break the table. So you might be watching the video and be like, oh, he's speaking to me. Yes, please learn. So you might be like, I'm a writer, and after like probably like some months,
you are tired because
writing.
So you're calling.
Then you be like, your friend says, I just got $200 from crypto. You be like, I should enter that one. You enter crypto. Before you know again, you lost money there. You be like, no, let me stop that. Then again, they say, I just made some money from going into tech. You ask the person, which particular one are you doing? The person mentions, I'm a UI UX design engineer or something like that. And then you be like, I should go into that too. You go into it, before you know, you find that you've lost 15 years of your life. Like you're just going from one thing to another. And then when probably like an opportunity comes and they ask, okay, who indeed is extremely good and at this particular level in this, there's a job of probably $10,000 per week for you. Then you are lost. People that actually
that you've been jack of all trades, master of none.
People who found their purpose then and developed themselves in that particular line. Understand? Try that they'll be the ones to take the opportunity and get it, because obviously you can't compete with them. You understand that? And so understand your purpose. Understand your purpose, and after understanding your purpose, please work on every available skill you can to get that. And please work on that mindset of I'm too young. No,
you're actually very
bad. You're not too young to make impact.
Time waits for no one. Before you close your eyes and open it, you're already an adult.
Exactly. I remember then in secondary school, there was, I can't remember the name of the person, but then there was this particular guy who had an organization. Yes, secondary school, a government school organization, a non-governmental organization, where they reach out, they go out probably like once a Saturday every month, probably to a what's it called, this orphanage home, or to a hospital, and people are supporting him. He had other teenagers with him. Like you can do this. This is like he's gotten like his purpose, and purpose is the problem. Like you understand his purpose. That his purpose is what to probably decrease world hunger or something like that, and then he's working towards it, visiting orphanage homes with gifts, visiting hospitals, visiting prisons, and other things. Even as a teenager, that particular person, at the end of his life, he can look back and say, yes, I made what? I understand. I impacted. Yes. I made an impact in the world. I wasn't just here for nothing. So if you understand your purpose, work towards it. Now, there's something that I read in a book. I think it was John Maxwell's book. I can't remember the exact title, but it was about like making use of your day very, very well. And then he said something. He said, you can either pay now or pay later, but either way, you have to pay. So what it entails is that you have to you have to either like you can no, sorry, you can either play. This is how you said it. Sorry, that was wrong. You can either pay now and play later, or play now and pay later. But either way, you don't have to pay. What I'm actually telling you, why I'm actually telling you this thing is that you should be focused. You should be focused. You should be focused. You can play now. You can do some like just say, okay, you don't care. Let's just let you want something, enjoy life. Your parents they're still feeding you.
Yeah.
You get to the time when like you be on your own. You be on your own and you be thinking like, oh, my mom does not love me again. Like that, because what? Like they expect you to be able to be independent. Even without them asking, just the time that you get like you feel like insecure asking them for things, because you feel like, oh, this particular thing I should be able to like provide it for myself. So what I'm actually to tell you, pay now so you can what? Play later. So if you pay now, you can play later. By that time when you're playing, you'll be like, okay, yes, I've achieved everything I want to achieve. I've made an impact. I've done everything I want to do. So, but still, the crux of the matter is, in anything you're doing, involve God, because without God you can actually do nothing. Without God you can actually do nothing. And there's something that I used to tell people, that if you have probably any problems, there are solutions already made. That God has already provided solutions. All we have to do is just what? Pick. Like just like in supermarket where you gotta just go like you pick. Understand? So it's already paid already. So if probably you feel you don't have strength, probably feel I don't have the brain to go to probably do this particular thing, go to God, giver of knowledge, giver of wisdom and everything. So if anybody lack wisdom, let him ask. That's all.
Wow, thank you so much for your time, Praise. I believe that they are blessed. Myself already, I was blessed. Now definitely go back to this video and watch. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and please do well to hit the red subscribe button if you haven't, and share this video.
Share it.
Don't be stingy, don't be selfish. Thank you so much, guys. See you next episode of the Heart Talk. Bye.